thing he's going to tell you is you're getting ready to cross a railroad track on a 4-lane highway. And it's at this cone here. What do you say? I'm going to get in a far right lane. I'm going to slow down, look and listen, and have it in gear where I don't have to change going across the track. That's what he's wanting to hear. Now see, I'm in 5th gear. We know we do all stops in 6th gear, right? So go ahead and get it up into 6th gear. But now down here at this stop sign, we're going to make a right-hand turn, and then we're going to make a quick left. And what he'll tell you is that you've got to go out and get into the center turn lane, because we're going to make a quick left. So I come up here, turn my turn signal on, make a right-hand turn. And one thing about it is, he'll tell you when to turn your turn signals on. Whoops, don't do that. I haven't drove this truck. Is this the first time I've drove it? But see how I'm coming straight out and I'm turning into this second lane or the middle lane? Now I've got it in 5th gear. Don't look like I'll probably have to wait for these 3 vehicles. But see this road over to the left? He wants you to pull up to where you block his first lane. So I pull up here almost all the way to the yellow, change back into 4th gear, and now I'm gonna make my turn. Now this is where you turn up in front of cattle. Now I put it in 5th gear. I'm gonna make another left-hand turn. Now this, everybody thinks this is 2 lanes, but it's not. It's 1 lane, so you want to take up the center lane. Now what I'm looking for is make sure nobody's over here. Now there's cars coming out there pretty fast, but you can see where people's been turning. I've went straight and I'm making this turn. I'm still in 5th gear. Watch your tracking. In 5th gear is plenty fast enough. But now I'm going to stop at this stop sign and I'm going to make a left-hand turn. Now this is where most people fail when they do their driving test. It's not here, but after we make this turn. But what you got to do first is you got to stop behind the white line. Now there's a truck there. To my right, we're making a left-hand turn. I've got to roll out to where I can see if there's anybody coming. Notice I've kept it rolling, but when it's clear, I'm gonna make my turn. This is very important. Everybody thinks this is 2 lanes, but it's not. It's 1 lane. What you want to do is you want to position your trailer in the center of this lane, where no cars can come to you on the right side. And then down here at the bottom, you want to go all the way to the left. Because right here is where most people fail this course. Now I've got my turn signal set. Now, if there's a lot of traffic, you've got to wait. But see that car up there? See this second black line? You want to come to this second black line, make you turn to miss this curve. But then you want to watch your tracking and fall back into the right lane. Now I went ahead and shifted into 5th gear. Now those cars over there is going before we are. So I'm going to come up, stop, put it in 4th. I've had a lot of students fail the test here. I let my clutch out until I feel it grabbing and took my foot off. They'll try to shift it before they get the RPMs up. Got it 1500, I put it in the 5th. I double clutched. I'm in 6th. I'm gonna get it up to 7th gear. I'm not gonna go any higher. Because after you cross the interstate, you're gonna make a right-hand turn on what what is called the bypass at the third light. But I've got it in 7th gear, it's just plenty fast enough. Now when I come up the lights, I notice and look and see if anybody's setting at the sensors. Because I could have to stop. Now you can stop in 7. But now this next light, we're making our right-hand turn. And I'm glad I got caught by the light, because you see the white line out in front of you? You'll want to drive straight to that white line. Now you also got to watch people to the right, because they'll undercut you here. But I've come up to this white line. I've taken it out of gear and put it in 4. See the yellow line over here at the left? Now when these cars goes, you can stop and turn right on red. So I go out, turn before I go straight, turn before I get to the yellow line, watch my tracking, and I fall right back into the right lane. And after I get straight, I can upshift it to 5th. Now I'm gonna go upshift it to 6th. See that 45-mile-an-hour speed limit? He might ask you, but he won't ask you until you get past it. I'm in 7th gear. He said, did you see that sign? Well, it's 45-mile-an-hour speed limit. Now I know he's gonna wait till you pass this intersection to tell you to get in the left lane when it's safe to do so. Left lane, turn on the left lane. Get in the left lane. Now I'm in 8th gear. You don't want to get no higher in 8th gear. I turned my blinker off after I got in the left lane. Now this light here, I notice it's red. We'll go straight through it. It just turned green. Now if we go through this light, this is the Walmart to your right and the Lowe's to the left. Now at the very next light, that's where I'm going to make a left-hand turn. And he'll tell you that, so I'm going to turn my left-hand blinker on. And I'm in 8th gear, so I've got to downshift 2 gears, right? Now I'm not going to start downshifting until I get close to the lane. I've got it down to 1,000. I'm going to take it to 7. I clutched it, revved it and clutched it and put it in 7. Now I'm going to do the same thing and get it down to 6. Now see that flashing yellow light? I'm not going to turn till I get a green light. This is where everybody fails. They'll pull out there, see those cars, and they'll mess you up. So I've stopped at this light and I'm putting it back into 4th. Notice the light turned yellow? Had a lot of students pull out through there. Had a guy drive 25 years that pulled out there and got stuck and he failed. Now if you look over to the left, you'll see that we've got to hit that lane to the left. So I'm gonna go straight out and I'm gonna turn in front, but I'm watching that light. The light, we get a green light, it's ours. Notice those cars that stop, come straight out. I say turn 5 foot in front of the white line. Now this is the turn. I'm straight, so I'm gonna go on into 5th. I'm looking all around. I'm gonna make a left-hand turn here. And you can't make it from the center lane. That's a turn for people out. If there's nobody coming, I've got my blinker on. I'm going to go straight a little bit. I'm going to turn here, missing this curve, and get here into this lane. Now upshift it to 5th. Turn my blinker off. I'm going to upshift it to 6th. And I'm going to keep it to 6th. Because this is when you take your test, chances are you're going to have cars bouncing off, look like a ping pong machine. But this is a safe speed to drive through here. Now they're having a new construction up here. We'll turn before it. I'm gonna turn my blinker on just so people, if there was people behind me, they know Notice how I got close to this curb? I'm gonna ride close to this curb because I'm gonna block the people. I'm gonna make a right-hand turn down here. I'm gonna block the people so they can't cut in on the inside of me. Now I'm gonna drive in between these two arrows. Notice I kept the back of my trailer to the, notice I positioned myself in between these two lanes. Now when I get a green light, I'm just gonna go. Now you see the crest of this hill? I'm gonna top the crest of the hill, cut it, stay in the left lane, take it over to the right lane. That's what you gotta do when you make a turn. Now he's gonna say when it's safe to do so, get in the left lane. I'm still upshifting. I can upshift even though I've got to go to the left lane. I've turned my blinker on because he told me to. I'm in 8th gear. Notice I didn't stop. I have a lot of students stop and wait till they can get over. Go ahead and get it up to speed. That way you can merge a whole lot easier. Now I've turned my blinker off because I've got it in the left lane. Now at this light we're going to make a left-hand turn. Now some of you, I'm in 8th gear, I've showed y'all how to go down to 800 RPMs and get it into 6th. I'm going to go from 8th, get it into 6th, and I'm going to be able to make this turn in 6th. But you see that pickup over there? I'm going to head toward that black pickup. I'm going to go straight out. See the white line over here? I'm going to hit this white line. And I'm going to cut back, miss the water puddles, watch my tracking, and I never got within 2 foot of that white line. And boys, that's pretty much the test right there. Now we're headed back to the test site. And one thing that you want to do is you want to run with the traffic. Now see, I'm in 7th gear. I can put it in 8th because, like I say, I've taught y'all how to go from 8th to 6th. But I do know I've got to be down to 6th when I make the right-hand turn into the lane. Now, if there's people over there, notice they got a green light, so that tells you if there's people over there that you're going to get a light, or you don't have to worry about this light. Now I'm in 7th. I'm hugging this white line to my left here. I've got it down to 900 RPMs. I'm going to put it in 6th. Got my blinker on. I'm going to drive out to that second black, you got a shadow, but that second black line, I'm going to still hug this. I'm going to go to that black line straight. Now I'm going to turn into the second lane. Stay in this lane, watch my tracking. Now, there's another thing that depends on which examiner you get. A lot of times they'll tell you to do a safe stop. What do you do for an emergency stop? And what you'll do is you'll pull over to the side, set your brakes to the right side, set your brakes, turn your flashers on, and you say, if I'm going to be here longer than 10 minutes, I need to put out my trains. And that's what he's wanting to hear, that if you're going to be sitting longer than 10 minutes, you're going to put out your triangles. And we'll turn into the right, to go into the test site. But that's the course, and if you do and make the turns like I told you, you'll get your license. What y'all think about the course? You turned it off.